Hello everyone, and welcome to NASCAR Heat 5 here, the career mode, as you get a quick look at our Xfinity race results from Las Vegas, where somehow Garrett Smithley won this race, and this guy's first career Xfinity wins. We ended up simulating this race, so he gets the win. Cole Custer comes home second. Eric Almirola, in his first start of the year in that Gibbs 19, comes home third. Sheldon Creed fourth. Noah Gragson rounds out the top five. Then Raja Caruth, Justin Allgaier, Taylor Gray, Brandon Jones, Sammy Smith, the top 10. Solid finish there for Connor Zilish in 12th. Haley Deegan, another top 15 finish. RAI brings us home in 20th place, probably about where we would have finished anyway. And throughout the rest of the grid, some tough finishes for Ryan and Kyle Sieg down there at 33rd, 34th. But yeah, that's the Xfinity. Garrett Smithley with the upset win here in Las Vegas, becoming the third different winner. Of course, joining myself and Sammy Smith to the first three races of this season. So definitely a wild start to our Xfinity season of the career here. And now we're going to check in on the playoff grid after three races of Xfinity competition. Of course, myself, Garrett Smithley, Sammy Smith all got a dub apiece. Leading the job, currently in the playoffs, and you got Raja Caruth, Justin Allgaier, Sheldon Creed, Jesse Love, Noah Gragson, all currently above the cut line in the top 8 to point their way in. I believe eventually we may not be playoff eligible. We'll figure something out with that. And then, of course, Ty Dillon, AJ Allmendinger, Eric Almirola, and Christian Eckes currently in those last playoff spots with Carson Quaffle, Brandon Jones, Haley Deegan, Kligerman, and Zilish just below the cut line. So still a tough playoff grid. A lot's going to be changing here next to the couple of races of Xfinity. Phoenix up next for Xfinity, but now we go to the NASCAR Cup Series Pennzoil 400 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. A track that we have struggled at. We have struggled at mightily. Each of the first two seasons of the career mode, we have not had a lot of success here in Las Vegas. Even in the playoffs, we have struggled. So this is one of those races where we're just going to try to salvage whatever finish we can. I mean, plus being in this, instead of the 2020 section of the mod, the 2017 section of the mod will be interesting. It says, host of our Look So today, Ty Gibbs on pole position here in Las Vegas, still trying to look for that first career win. And Sam Mayer, the rookie for JR Motorsports, going to have to start at the rear of the field for today's race. We're busting out the Smart Water machine for this race as we qualified. Okay, we qualified 25th here in Las Vegas as we're green and underway here in Las Vegas. Who is going to get to victory lane today? We'll find out as we're underway in 25th alongside our Alliance teammate of Zane Smith over there at Spire Motorsports in that 71 car as we try to work our way forwards up into contention in this pack. Now driving by the inside of Austin Cindric. And then number 2 Ford, right in front of him, Riley Earps in the 60, that third RFK entry. Earps going full-time Cup racing now, trying to get himself up a solid good start to his full rookie season of Cup competition. Now we're chasing down Daniel Hemrick in 22nd. That Kaulig car has not had much success. Fields there. We've gone around him, and now we're going to John Hunter Nemechek for 21st place right here. The 17 to go in stage 1. We're trying to make the move on John Hunter. We send it here in 1 and 2, and we clear Nemechek for 22nd. But our car does not seem to quite really have the speed that we're looking for early in this opening run of the race here, as we can't really drive up like we would in the past. So now we're still struggling 22nd later in the stage, trying to go by the 3 of Austin Hill now for 21st, as well as 34 Michael McDowell. We send it all the way to the inside, go way up the racetrack, run Austin Hill out of room, and here comes Stenhouse out of nowhere. Stenhouse comes right behind us, and he gets 3 cars right there. He gets me, Hill, and McDowell in the same straightaway. That 47 is on fire. He's got some pace today. So we're going to go a big hit in the 34 Michael McDowell. We go, that's just a frustration hit from myself there in the 34 that I couldn't pass him. I was struggling, and now we're into the wall, and we're losing more positions, and now the real struggles of our race today. Then we slam doors with Nemechek. We somehow save it, get back around him. And 24th now, later that lap 9 to 2 of Cindric in 33rd has got an engine failure, something going wrong, gets hit by Haley, head on the outside wall, hard crash for Cindric, damages Riley Earps, and Cindric will crash hard, bringing out the caution here at Las Vegas. Now on the restart following, we are 24th after pit stop. We dive into Chase Briscoe for 23rd, trying to recoup these positions that we lost there towards the end of that green flag run, as it just doesn't look like it's going to be our day really here on these mile and a half this season. We seem to really be struggling. We struggled at Atlanta on pace. We're struggling here in Vegas on pace now. Definitely very concerning, and we're really going to have to get our stuff together if we want to go make a run at the championship, which is, remember, at a mile and a half at Homestead Miami Speedway. So there's definitely some concern there for myself right now. If we go with Stenhouse again all the way to this introduction, we send him flying all the way down to the apron. Stenhouse is going to go around behind us. Alana he had a huge when he slams Chase Briscoe. They save it. Impressive save, but that was all after myself and Stenhouse. I threw a huge block on Stenhouse all the way to the wall, and he somehow crossed me up perfectly to the inside. And at that point, that was the second time he had almost wrecked me making a pass, so I was just frustrated and took my anger out on Stenhouse there. So now 2 to go in stage 1. We're back here in 25th, trying to make the turn by Harrison Byrne, who gets into us and just hunts us out of the way. Chase Briscoe falling through as well. We drop down to 27. And right as we drop down, the caution comes out, ending stage 1 prematurely. Chris Buescher wins stage 1. See the rest of the stage results there. Good points there for the rookie Chandler Smith, but no points for us here at Vegas. Nothing to show so far. A very disappointing first stage. I think I'm 27th. Now beginning stage 2. We're alongside Harrison Burton for 23rd here down the backstretch, trying to get whatever positions we can. It's been a tough go of it for us so far here today in Las Vegas. We just don't seem to have that grip, really mainly the grip. We might have a little bit of speed, but just the grip in the car is not quite enough that we need because of how bumpy this track is does not suit our driving style very well. So now we fight with Corey LaJoy for 22nd here with 18 to go in stage 2. So far nothing developing here, just some struggling early in this race. So Shane Gisberg and SVG up there in 21st on a pretty solid run on an oval for him. Of course not a colleague race. Number 16, we throw a huge block in Corey LaJoy right there. Nearly cut his nose off, but we make the block safely. We carry on now. We're going to send it or go right by SVG for 21st. A few laps down the backstretch. Now catching up to Todd Gilliland and Kyle Busch, trying to work our way in the top 20 for the first time today. This would be a great opportunity to do so. Kyle Busch in that Rebel Bourbon Chevrolet, and Gilliland, we go the high side of the racetrack to try to make a pass. And we just don't have the speed or the grip. It's just not working for us, and we just lose all that momentum. And SVG is right back underneath us. We're about to lose that position that we had just gained here for 21st or 16 to go in stage 2. I mean, I really side dropped him as hard as I can. Now I'm going to 1 and 2. We get into him. Big door check. He hits us. We go up the racetrack, lose a lot of momentum and grip. I was a little frustrated with SVG for that. I said this happens later in the race. I'm going to get him back for that. So now we're here in 23rd behind Chase Briscoe, trying to hold off Austin Hill behind us. So we continue to bleed positions here in stage 2. We get very loose there off the other side of the track, and Austin Hill slammed the wall hard. Austin Hill's in the round. He's wrecking big time in the outside wall. Multiple cars involved. He collects others. Now he's going to get hit right there. Upside down Austin Hill, breaking the laws of physics end over end into the catch fence. Chandler Smith also crashes. Caution is out. And then we are the only car to come down pit road under this yellow. We restart here in 39th. Basically dead last on the grid as Tyler Reddick is actually DNF'd. Now we work our way by the 13 of Kraus and the 3 of Hill, trying to work our way forwards into contention here at Las Vegas. Right now, this basically the strategy call that we did is Pitty be the only one to come down pit roads that we're hoping. These fresh tires will just get a little bit higher inside the top 20 of the 3 first, and they will also, the fuel that we get is most important. Because right now, we can make the end of the stage on fuel. No one else can, which is beautiful, which means if all goes well and no cautions come out, we stay out the end of the stage where everyone else pits, lap the whole field, and we win the stage, which would be perfect. As now here we are in 29th, we're going inside Austin Cindric for 28th right there, 3 wide with John Hunter Nemechek. Not quite making that. Now we do make that pass to 28th, and we're going to try to catch up to Carson Hocevar and Sam Mayer up ahead. So now the next lap, we're going to go 3 wide middle. Not quite. Sam Mayer blocks us there with Hocevar. So I just give Sam Mayer a shot, trying to make a move there. Too late, so I just push Mayer down the backstretch and then dive to the middle, barely making enough room to squeeze between Sam and Carson Hocevar right there. But we make that 3 wide pass. Now working underneath Sheldon Creed to try to get into the top 25 here at Las Vegas, which we do. We move into 25th place and now try to catch up to the 71 of Zane Smith, running in 24th place up ahead of us. Let's try to get around him once again, trying to get back up to that. Basically, this is right about where we've been running. The 22nd to 27th place area is about where we've been running all race long. We just haven't had the pace and all. We hit Zane Smith right there. A huge swing to the inside we made there, almost wrecked, correcting that. Luckily, we make the pass on Zane to 24th. Now try to get around the 7 of Corey LaJoy for 23rd. So that feels here. We're back underneath Corey LaJoy now, making that pass for 23rd, and we will clear him on exit turn 2, catch up to the back of Harrison Burton and the Rick Ware car running 22nd, which is good for Rick Ware Racing. Let me tell you, it's a good run for them. Now we go underneath Harrison Burton, who's trying to rebuild his career, but we dive underneath Harrison at 15, and we go to try to make the pass. Not quite, not clear. We're going to be side by side to the corner, a little bit of contact exit, but mostly clean racing here. Now I try to slide in between him and LaJoy, barely do it. Definitely comes LaJoy. Harrison Burton sideways. He saves it. We stay green. We continue on. Now we once again try to move into 22nd place here down through turn 1 and 2. But once again, we do not have the momentum. We get a nose ahead, but Burton's going to come back and exit the corner right there. And we'll continue to be side by side for this 22nd spot with Chandler Smith and Corey LaJoy lurking behind us. We go into 3 and 4, trying to hold the bottom lane to keep battling Harrison, which we do, but Harrison gets the momentum to go and clear. Nope, there's guys coming down pit road. Our strategy's starting to work. There's 5, 6 guys are in. That moves up to the top 20 now. And now the next lap later, here comes everyone else, and just like that, new leader, number 99. We are to the point, leading the way here at Las Vegas with just 2 laps to go in stage 1. Now on to the last lap of the stage. We have the whole entire field lapped as we go by William Byron right there. And we have a stage win in the bag right now and be well on our way to a strong run today in Las Vegas, hopefully. So stage win, that's still another playoff point to the playoffs, which is of course most important. And then another 10 stage points helps us out in our regular season points quest to try to be up as high up in the regular season point standings as possible. As we work our way through 3 and 4 for the final time in stage 2, we are going to pull off the upset on some brilliant strategy, and we are going to win stage 2 in Las Vegas. Hallelujah, something to look back on. Playoff point, 10 stage points, and Keselowski, Byron, Blaney gives the top 5. Logano, Bell, Stenhouse, Elliott, and Hamill in the top 10 as we get the stage 2 win here in the Pennzoil 400 at Las Vegas off of a fuel strategy call. Now we move on to the end of the first lap of the restart here in the final stage of racing. We led the first lap of the restart there, held off Keselowski, Byron. Now we're trying to block Brad and Byron here into turn number 1 and 2 here, but we just can't hold that grip on the bottom, and there goes Keselowski to the inside. Brad Keselowski to the lead here at Las Vegas, trying to win his way in the playoffs for the 3rd consecutive season. Now we're trying to block Byron, and Gibbs is trying to hold on to as many positions as possible here, but I know we don't have the pace to really do so. There goes William Byron on the outside, there goes Gibbs to the inside, and now we are in the sucker hole right in the middle of this locality. Everyone's going to be flying by us on the inside and outside here. And now we're just losing position after position, trying so desperately to hold us down. We try to get by the 9 and Chase Elliott, so we dive underneath him here to turn 1. Give him a shot. He's loose into us. We go big contact to 9 and Chase Elliott for 5th. Way too aggressive to the corner. Now we slide all the way up to the wall. Keep it off the wall somehow. I tried my best to avoid taking us both out right there. But now we get to lose that position. Now here comes Blaney and Eric Jones trying to go by. Remember, Blaney, your points leader, won last episode at Atlanta, having a real strong start to the year. Now Elliott goes by and we bounce off the wall and we continue to lose positions. There we were 8th. Now we're all the way down to 17th with 18 to go. Race 60 SVG, where he hits us again through the corner, but this time he's the one that gets started. SVG is sideways, around goes Shane Van Gisbergen. He is spinning onto the apron, has wiped out, and meanwhile, the same time, the 18 of Chandler Smith is getting a spin, get dumped by Austin Hill, and slammed by Riley Earps. Caution here in Las Vegas, and a restart where we come down pit road with a lot of our lead contenders, myself, Kyle Larson, Daniel Hemrick, other cars as well. I think William Byron came down, Bowman came in, Gibbs, Hamlin, Berry, a lot of good cars. Blaney came in for a pit stop to try to out-strategize the other cars who stayed out. So we have to hope this goes green, and we might have enough gas to hang on to a top 20. We'll see. So now we're battling Kyle Larson for 28th, who won this race in the playoffs last season here into turn 3 and 4 as we catch up to Daniel Hemrick, Alex Bowman, running 26.7. Right now, Chase Elliott is in the lead. He's the leader of that group, staying out, hoping they can catch a yellow at the right time, and we all pit together, and they trap us behind them, where we're hoping it goes green, where they all pit, and then we leapfrog them in that track position. So now back underneath Larson through 1 and 2, trying to get by him, Bowman, and Daniel Hemrick down this back stretch right next to Joey Logano. 3 wide, beautiful move right there from us underneath Hemrick. We are going to get by him here into turn 3 and 4. There's Todd Gilliland, Eric Jones, Christopher Bell, all in this strategy as well. We try to work our way forwards. As we got to go past all these slower cars as we're on fresher tires than these guys. It causes a lot of chaos. Look at this. Ty Gibbs is stacked up in the middle. We go underneath Ty Gibbs now. Cindric is stacking up. There's Christopher Bell in trouble, losing positions. I see Hamlin and Byron up there stacked up. Corey Heim causing some chaos. We dive underneath Heim. Huge send to use him right up. Move him out of the way. Now underneath Josh Berry, just like that in the top 20. Now underneath William Byron, we drive right up into 17th place. Now 3 wide. Down the back stretch, we move into 17th. That really cost Byron a lot. Now we go by Michael McDowell on the inside. There's Hamlin and Stenhouse, 3 wide for 14th. Stenhouse now making the moves on the outside. We try to continue to get by Hamlin. Blaney, big bump to Ryan Blaney right here on the exit of 4, being stacked up by Hocevar right now. We try to dive underneath the 12, which we barely do, but we don't quite have the momentum we need. We actually help him out by doing that. We let him make the pass. He gets into Eric Jones. There's some contact there. Now we send it underneath Carson Hocevar. I cannot afford this to be stuck behind him, but I want to try to hang on for a good finishing position. Now we lose a spot to Ty Gibbs, drop down to 18th, try to regroup and get back up to this pack and make some passes. But it has been a struggle bus so far here today in Las Vegas. We've not had the car to really compete, and this is the first really season we've had with Trackhouse where we've really struggled equipment-wise, and I don't know if this is a viable future plan for me to win more championships. I'm starting to doubt that with the lack of speed we are experiencing here in Las Vegas. I've experienced at Atlanta. It's feeling a little slow with the car, so I don't know. There's some doubts right now between myself and Trackhouse Racing for a contract extension. And now we're trying to race William Byron and Chandler Smith. We're in 20th place right now, trying to get by them and Corey LaJoy, who've been racing all day long for 23rd. Now we're racing inside top 20. 4 wide. We send down underneath Byron and Cole Custer right there, trying to make the pass. We squeeze Byron, allows Blaney to go right by on the inside. As Chase Briscoe pits, Chris Buescher pits. They're starting to come in now. And the guys who stayed out, their strategy has failed. They've all come in. Field service 60 up. There's more cars coming down. SVG is in. Harrison Burton. Chase Elliott has to give up the lead. So now we're inside the top 15, trying to hang on to positions with just 8 laps to go. As their strategy fails, now we have to hope this thing goes green at the end. As the caution comes out, it's really going to put us in a sticky situation here at the end of this race for sure. Since they were 18th down the back stretch, trying to catch Kyle Busch, and the caution comes out. So we come down pit road with Cole Custer, John Hunter Nemechek, and a few other guys. The back end of the lead lap, we all come in. So now I'm trying to get fresh tires. There's 3 laps to go restart. There's 3 laps, so I drive my way back up into the 18th area. So I go by Herbst and Derek Kraus right there, 3 wide, Anthony Alfredo and Justin Haley. And then we try to work by the 36 of Sheldon Creed, and ahead of him, the 71 of Zane Smith. As we're already up to 20th, all you gotta do is get at least 2 more spots, and we were better off than we were when the caution initially came out there. So 2 laps to go here, Las Vegas. Brad Keselowski in the lead, looking to bring home victory number 1 of this 3rd season of the career mode. Would be, of course, he's won each of the last 2 seasons. Of course, he won in season 1 at the very end of the year, and then, of course, last season, I think won 3 times there at the end of the regular season. Found himself a pretty solid playoff contender, but then was eliminated, I believe, in the round of 12. And now we go by Zane Smith on the inside here for 18th, coming to the white flag this time. We take 18th place, so now we're right about where we were when that caution came out. White flag in the air, final lap, presented by Credit One Bank here at Las Vegas for Brad Keselowski, about to bring home the victory. As we try to salvage whatever we can on these fresher tires, we get a big gain here back at 8 of Kyle Busch. If we can get 17th, it'll be a sad net gain of just 1 position, but still a gain. As we dive underneath Kyle Busch down the backstretch now, trying to take 17th place on this last lap as Keselowski works his way through 3 and 4 for the final time. We take 17th from Busch. Keselowski's coming down the front stretch, coming to take the checkered flag as Brad Keselowski wins at Las Vegas. And we come home in 17th. A disappointing run speed-wise, but we ended up finishing better than we were running most of the day. Final race results, Keselowski the winner, Ryan Blaney runner-up. 2 straight top 2 finishes for Blaney. Ty Gibbs comes home 3rd. Great start to the year for him. Christopher Bell 4th. And Ricky Stenhouse comes home 5th with a very fast race car. Byron 6th. Eric Jones 7th. Denny Hamlin 8th. Another top 10 for Chandler Smith and 9th. And Ross Chastain will round out the top 10. Other race results, back into the order, 2311 Racing, a disaster for them, finishing 38th, 39th, and 40th, as Tyler Reddick and Bubba Wallace DNF, and Corey Heim finishes in 38th, multiple laps down. Tough day for Austin Cindric, Michael McDowell, not the finishes they were looking for. Chase Elliott, bad strategy, pins him down in 29th, same for Chris Buescher in 26th. Good finish for Anthony Alfredo in 22nd. Justin Haley 21st. Sheldon Creed 20th, taking advantage of that strategy. Same as us, coming home 17th. But in the end, Keselowski gets the win here in Las Vegas as we get ready to to see the updated playoff grid. So Blaney continues to lead the point standings by 30 over William Byron. We drop down to 3rd in the points now, but still the extra stage win gets us our 7th playoff point of the season. Everyone matters for when we get down to those playoffs. Then Gibbs, Bell, of course Keselowski won, but Gibbs, Bell, Buescher, Stenhouse, Chandler Smith, Derek Kraus, good on points right now. The 13's part-time, by the way. Then Denny Hamlin, Josh Berry, Shane Van Gisbergen, Justin Haley, Joey Logano, Austin Hill currently in the playoffs with Harrison Burton, Todd Gilliland, Anthony Alfredo, and Kyle Larson being the first 4 below the playoff cut line. So now we're going to get ready to finish. Let's see the rest of the standings there. Tyler Reddick really struggling down in 30th. Kyle Busch, Chastain also having tough starts to their seasons. And then the back end of the points. And even Chase Elliott, 33rd in points, having an atrocious start to the season for him. And even worse, Austin Cindric is dead last in the points for a Penske car. That is very disappointing. His ride definitely in jeopardy after this season if he does not perform. Now we get the official playoff grid. Ryan Blaney, myself, Brad Keselowski, all have wins. Not only Chevrolet, Blaney, Keselowski, back-to-back Ford winners. Then, of course, William Byron always so good at the top of those point standings. And then Ty Gibbs, Christopher Bell, Chris Buescher, Ricky Stenhouse, 8th in points. Very impressive to start the season. And, of course, behind him there, Chandler Smith also doing really good in his rookie campaign in 9th. The 13 colleague part-time car is 10th in owner's points. And Denny Hamlin, Josh Berry, SVG, Justin Haley. Another good start to the year for him. Logano and Austin Hill on the bubble with Burton, Gillen, Alfredo Larson, Creed out by a maximum of 8. So until the next episode of Phoenix, I hope you all have a good one.